In this video, I'll show you how to use Smoobu. This is the homepage, and I am logged into my account. My free trial will end in 14 days. On the homepage, in the top left corner, there's an option called Enter Booking. You can enter your booking here or search for a guest or reservation ID in the search box. Let's learn how to enter a booking in Smoobu. Click on Enter Booking. You'll see fields for the guest's name and property. You can add the guest's name and choose the property you want to use. You can also select direct booking or another booking option if available. Next, choose the arrival and departure dates. Add the guest's email, language, number of adults, and number of children. You can set the price and add a training fee or a length of stay discount. There's also an option to add a discount code. Additional details like prefix, check-in and check-out times, notes, or special instructions can be added too. Once everything is filled out, save the booking. That's how you enter a booking in Smoobu. Let's look at the other parts. Here, you have the portal status. Right now, I haven't connected any portals. To connect one, click on Connect a New Portal. When you do, you'll see an option called Add Portal. You can add different portals like 9 Flats, Habit Trail, HomeAway, Agoda, Airbnb, and Apartment. There are many kinds of portals you can add here, which is very cool. On the homepage, you have more options. You can connect a few portals by clicking on Connect to First Portal or Connect to Second Portal. Just click on Connect. You can also add your contact information by clicking on Add. Here, you can enter your phone number. They provide many powerful tools like check-in, new key, and other options in the marketplace. This is basically what you see on the homepage. We will go through each option in the next section. Let's look at the left-hand menu. There's an option called Calendar. In the Calendar section, you can see your current calendar. You can filter it by direct booking or website. This lets you view different channels. You can customize your calendar to show all properties or just one property, either monthly or yearly. You can also see upcoming events in an activity feed. Next, let's check the booking section. Here, you'll find booking details. Right now, there are no bookings. If you had any, you could search them by guest name or reservation ID. You can also see the booking dates and export the bookings. If you have multiple properties, you can select which ones to view. Now, let's explore the pricing option. Here, you can change pricing dates or use dynamic pricing if you have a Pro Plan subscription. You can set and adjust the best price based on the minimum length of stay or other factors. These are your options for pricing. All right, let's start with the Messages section. Just click on the Messages option on the left-hand side, and this is where all your conversations will show up. At the moment, I don't have any messages here, but once guests or customers start reaching out, you'll see all those messages listed in this section, so you can easily read and respond to them. Next up is the Analytics section, which is honestly one of the most important parts of the dashboard. This is where you get a clear overview of how your business is performing. You can see things like your total revenue, how many bookings you've had, and if there have been any cancellations. What's nice is that you can switch between monthly and yearly views, and you can even filter the data by specific properties if you want to focus on just one. In this same area, you'll also find details about your occupancy rate. If a property is fully booked, it'll show 100%. And if only half the dates are booked, it'll show 50%, and so on. There's also a chart that lets you compare occupancy with revenue, which makes it really easy to see how bookings are impacting your income. On the right-hand side, there's a visual graph that shows occupancy rates from 0% all the way up to 100%, along with the revenue that matches those levels. This makes it much easier to understand how full your properties are and how much money they're bringing in at different times. Finally, you can also check issued invoices here. I don't have any invoices in my account right now, but if you do, they'll appear in this section and you'll be able to view or download them whenever you need. All right, now let's move over to booking portals. We've already taken a quick look at this before, but if you click on booking portals again, this is where you can connect all the platforms you use to get bookings. From here, you can add new portals like Booking.com, Expedia, and several others. If you ever decide you don't need a portal anymore, you can remove it just as easily. Once a portal is added, it'll show up neatly under the My Portal section, so you can manage everything from one place. Next up is the Marketplace, and this section has a lot going on. It's basically where you connect extra tools to help automate and grow your business. You'll see a dynamic pricing area, which is designed to help you maximize revenue while saving time by automatically adjusting prices based on demand. There's also an e-invoice section where you can create invoices and customize your invoice settings to match how you do business. When it comes to payments, you've got plenty of options. You can connect services like PayPal, PayPal.me, Stripe, Swiggy, and Charge Automation, making it easier to collect payments the way that works best for you and your guests. For dynamic pricing specifically, there are popular tools like Beyond Pricing, Price Labs, and Wheelhouse, which many hosts use to fine-tune their nightly rates. There are also check-in options available, including AVS Tourism, checkinin.com, and Wiki, which can help streamline guest arrivals. For cleaning and operations, you'll find integrations like Turnover NMB, Properly, and DoIn to help manage turnovers and housekeeping more efficiently. On top of all that, the marketplace includes smart home integrations, as well as guest experience tools like Yago to improve communication and overall stay quality. You'll also see sections for marketing, communication, and even website tools, making this a really powerful area if you want to build a more automated and professional setup. All right, now let's take a look at the experience section. This is where you manage everything related to the guest journey. In here, you'll see options like the guest guide, online check-in, and contact, all designed to make things smoother for both you and your guests. Let's start with the guest guide. This section is all about sharing useful information with your guests in one clean, organized place. You can customize the look by adding a weather-style background image just by uploading a file. And if you ever don't want to use the guest guide, you can simply toggle the entire section on or off. So, what exactly is a guest guide? Think of it as a digital handbook for your property. It comes with standard content blocks that you can easily enable, and you also have the option to create custom content blocks if you need something more specific. Once it's set up, you can send the guide to guests by inserting a placeholder into any message template, and they'll automatically receive it. One important thing to remember is to add your property's address in the details and photos section. This ensures guests always have accurate location information when viewing the guide. There are also built-in features like tour guides, which are active by default but can be turned off if you don't need them. You can control when these guides are visible by choosing whether they're available before arrival, during the stay, or after checkout. Just tick the boxes for the timing you want. On top of that, you can enable or disable several other guest-facing options, such as review updates, online check-in, booking future stays, maps, messaging, add-on items, and even luggage storage. You're in full control of what guests see, so you can tailor the experience to match how you run your property. And that pretty much covers everything in the guest guide section. Let's learn how to check in online. First, look for the online check-in option. You will need to select the data you want to request during check-in. You can separate the main guest from others if needed. The hotel may send you an online check-in form through a message. This link is valid for 30 days. You can enable or disable online check-in settings as you like. For the main guest, you can include options like first name, last name, gender, date of birth, state, country, postal code, documentation number, and signature. You can add these details for online check-in. You can also choose which options to include or exclude. You can create custom fields for additional guests and add descriptions that will appear during the online check-in process. When people or tourists check in online, they will see this information and can select or deselect options. These are your settings for online check-in. We're almost at the end of the tutorial now, and this last part focuses on the configuration options. This is where you fine-tune the final details of your setup. The first thing you'll do here is enter the name of your rental unit. To make things easier, there's a visual guide along with a video tutorial that walks you through the process step by step. After that, you can edit the name of your accommodation if you need to make any changes. From there, head over to the dynamic pricing section. This feature is available with a pro subscription. So to get started, you'll just click the subscribe button and then set up your property details. You can add things like the currency, address, property number, pricing strategy, and more. Dynamic pricing typically costs around €12.99 per month per property and helps automate your rates based on demand. Next up are the invoice settings. In this section, you can choose the invoice language, select the invoice type, and set the tax percentage. You can also decide when invoices are due and even include a PayPal payment link to make payments easier. This is also where you'll enter sender details, such as your name and street address, so everything looks professional and complete. You'll also find a built-in website builder included in your plan. By default, your site will use a domain like myweb.smobo.com. But if you prefer, you can connect your own custom domain by adding a CNAME record. This tool allows you to launch a commission-free website with no extra fees, which is great for direct bookings. Finally, take a look at the booking engine. This is where you manage key booking options, such as accommodation settings, cleaning fees, prepayment rules, and discount codes. Once this is set up, your system is fully ready to accept and manage bookings smoothly. So, to wrap everything up, most Smoobu reviews paint it as a really solid, easy-to-use, all-in-one platform for managing vacation rentals. People love how reliable the channel manager is, how well the calendar sync works to prevent double bookings, and how helpful the automated guest messages and built-in website builder are, especially for small to mid-size hosts. The interface feels intuitive, support is responsive and available in multiple languages, and while there are a few drawbacks like basic reporting, limited website customization, and the occasional delay with cancellations updating, most users still feel it offers great value for the price and covers all the essentials really well.